Alright guys, Joel here. Today we are going to make some wild rice soup with morel mushrooms. And unfortunately I did not collect these. A buddy of mine found these. I've been looking and haven't had too much luck. But yeah, see how it turns out. Alright guys, today you're going to need a pot, some mushrooms. I have morels. I also have these sliced white mushrooms. Got a bag of wild rice. I got this soup mix, creamy wild rice soup mix. Some celery, an onion, some garlic, chicken stock, butter, and another pot to make the other rice. So this is not quite my recipe. I'm going to follow what's on this bag right here. But I'm going to church it up a little bit and add my own little flair. And hopefully it'll be pretty good. I haven't tried this yet, but we'll see. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my knife and I'm going to cut up some vegetables. Cut this onion up. Alright, I'm going to turn my heat to medium-high. Get this pan warm. Throw some butter in there, melt that down, and I'm going to start getting these onions cooking while I cut up my other vegetables. I also like to add a little olive oil to my butter to help keep it from burning. So you mix the oil with the butter, we'll get that warmed up, and we'll get our onions going. Let's cut up this celery, cut the ends off. Okay. Now some people like to get rid of this. I really like the greens at the top of the celery, so we're going to cut that up too. So we'll do that first. Just bunch it together. Chop it up. I think it gives good texture to your soup and it looks nice. Especially like chicken soup and stuff like this. So let it go. Alright, cutting these in half. Just like that. Like this. Now we're going to bunch them all together. And we're going to chop them. Now we got a nice little piece of the celery. It'll cook down and soak up all those good juices. I like the crunchiness in it too. It gives a nice little different kind of texture to your soup. I like it. Alright, we got our onions cooking. Those are looking good. I'll let those cook down a little bit longer, and then we're going to throw our celery in, and we can keep going from there. Okay. I also like to crush my garlic up. Got these little packages at Kroger of pre-peeled garlic. It's like $5, and you get like 6 or 8 of these little packages. Super convenient, super easy. Just cutting these up real fine. I'm not really measuring anything. I don't know. I just like throwing stuff together and seeing what happens. It's easier to do with cooking than it is with baking. I am not a good baker. I can cook my ass off, but I can't bake anything. Rigid recipes, I mess it up. You know, it's like a science. There's a formula to it, whereas this kind of cooking, you just kind of throw it all together and see what you like. Alright, got my garlic all diced up there. Add that to my onions and celery, and then we're going to work on our mushrooms. Just threw my garlic in. Now I'm going to throw this celery in there. Get that all mixed up. I wish I had some carrots, but we don't have any carrots, so you know, like I always say, just kind of use what you got. But tell you what, this smells really, really good right now. Okay, now we're gonna cut up our mushrooms. These morels here, what I like to do with these is at first cut them in half and check inside, because this mushroom is a hollow mushroom. So it has this little thing right here. So sometimes you find little critters, little roly-poly living in there or something like that. So I like to split them first. Check the inside, make sure we got no crispy critters in there. And if we don't, then I will chop these all up into smaller pieces along with the other white mushrooms that I got. And we'll just have a nice little mushroom blend there. So far so good, no critters. I am new to the mushroom game. I love mushrooms, I love eating them, I love morels. I'm not a great shroomer, I don't find them real easily. Okay, so like this one for instance, already moldy. Got to throw that one away. That's why you check the insides before you just chop them all up. Put that in the garbage. Okay. Good. Good, no critters. When you're foraging vegetables from outside, always got to check them. Always got to check them. Now these got washed before I started cutting them up. Make sure you're washing them real good, just because, I don't know, you don't know what's out there. You don't know what's been touching your mushrooms, or, you know, animal could have pissed on them. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, so just check all your mushrooms and cut them up. All these are good. So I'm going to put them in a pile. And I'm just going to start chopping them up into smaller bite-sized pieces. And then I'm going to do the same with the other mushrooms. You know, those are from the store, so I don't have to inspect them all that much. Just gave them a rinse. And yeah, let's get this all chopped up. And then we'll move on to the next step. Cutting them up into nice small pieces. This kind of looks like a lot of mushrooms, if I'm being honest with you. But whatever. What am I going to do with half a package of mushrooms? So I'm just going to cut these up, throw them all in there, and we'll just see what happens. Could be a nice hearty soup. More mushrooms. Mix all this together. I like to cook these before I put the water in. Just get, you know, cook everything down a little bit. Get all the flavors mixed in together. We'll give this another, I don't know, 5-10 minutes or so until we start putting broth and water in and the rest of our ingredients. Alright, so we got our chicken broth. I know what you're saying. Wow, that's some pretty thick chicken broth. I like making this thick because there's only half of our liquid that's going into the soup. So it's going to be half thick chicken broth, and the other half is going to be regular water. So keeping with the thick soup theme, I'm going to add some extra wild rice and make this a little bit heartier. So I'll make this in a pan first. Just going to go with my rice, add some water, get that boiling, and then we're going to add that to our soup mix after we get it going. Alright guys, this is looking good. Let's add our liquid, which is going to be our chicken broth and our water. We're going to stir this up, bring this to a boil, and then we're going to let it simmer. And our rice is going to get going here in a minute, and we're going to add our rice to this and our soup mix also. Alright, time to add this creamy soup mix. It also has some wild rice in it, but we want more. We want more in there. Yeah, this is kind of liquidy. We want to get it down to a nice thick hearty soup. Alright, so the soup's been simmering now for a while. Our rice is done. We're going to add it to the soup. There we go. Mix this up. And there you go. Turned out greener than I thought it was gonna. Usually I would put some kind of protein or something, but I didn't have any. Probably put chicken in there. That'd be pretty good. But yeah, there you go. Let's give it a taste. I know it's going to be hot, dude. It's going to burn my tongue off. It's really good. Really, really good. Mushrooms are good. Rice is good. Highly recommend it. Enjoy, guys. Don't forget, stay safe. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Thanks.